Welcome back, and today I'm at a place called Khlong Ngae, which is on the main road from Hat Yai to Sadao and the Malaysian border. I'm here because there's quite a large market. It's bigger than the one that I was at in my last video at Yun Yong. It sells a wider variety of produce, but it's only open on one day, on Saturday, and it opens around 6 in the morning and closes around 6 at night, so it's open all day. It's raining today, so I'm hoping to be able to put this away later on. The weather's not great at the moment, but hopefully it should clear up soon. So let's go and look inside the market. I've only ever been here once before, which was many years ago. I got invited by some Thais I'd met, but I can't remember anything about that visit. So today is like a first visit for me. As we go in, there are some flowers and plants on sale, and I had a bit of a complaint on the last video that I didn't show enough of the plants on sale at Yun Yong. So here they are at Khlong Ngae market. I've just dumped the umbrella in the car because it wasn't easy carrying an umbrella in one hand and a camera in the other. And coming into the market in a different entrance, I've noticed a lot of the same used clothing and used footwear that we saw at Yun Yong. And there are a lot of Muslim vendors, I guess because of the proximity to the Malaysian border. And I'm hearing a lot of the Malayu language, not Thai. There's a shop selling used clothes and shoes. I received some comments on the last video that there are a lot of these markets in Malaysia, so Malaysian visitors to Hat Yai won't be particularly interested. So I won't dwell too much on the used clothes and shoes. Just one quick observation is that the quality seems to be better here than Yun Yong. A lot of the stuff I saw at Yun Yong was just junk. You know, in my house it would have gone straight in the rubbish bin. But here they've got stuff that actually looks to be usable. The market's adjacent to a residential area, and there's also a Chinese temple here. And from this statue, I assume it's dedicated to the Chinese goddess Guan Im. Yun Yong market sells some food, but the food shops have got no seating area. Because this market is a lot bigger, there are some little food shops with seating areas. I mentioned in my last video that when I buy clothes, fashion is at the bottom of my list. And if you met me, you'd realise that fairly quickly. This is the sort of thing I normally go for, these sort of cargo shorts. They're comfortable and they have lots of pockets because I carry a lot of stuff around and I need somewhere to put my stuff. There are a lot of Muslims here, but I guarantee that the vendor here isn't Muslim. This is a pork shop, and this is how Thais sell their pork at the markets, and this is the reason why I stopped eating pork shortly after I came to Thailand. I used to eat it in the UK, never had a problem. I came to these places, it was like 100 degrees and all the meat was covered in flies, and it just really put me off, so I don't eat pork anymore. I just bought some orange juice. It's early in the morning, I didn't have any breakfast and my throat is a bit dry. That was 10 baht. It's not fresh, but it's not bad. And this vendor also sells Pad Thai. Okay, come on, crab. Chok di crab. I've mentioned before that every part of Thailand has a special kind of food. In Hat Yai, it's fried chicken. In Farang province, it's this kind of grilled pork that you can only find in Farang. But it's sold outside of Farang, and it's always advertised as coming from Farang, so you know it's a real thing. I mentioned just now that I don't eat pork in Thailand, but this crispy pork actually looks quite good. This is the fruit section. So apple, sam luk la 20. So 3 apples to 20. Farang, that's me. These are guava fruit. Kilo 35, so 1 kilo 35. Angun, grapes. Khlong Ngae, so half a kilo is 60 baht. Galmangon, dragon fruit. I can't hardly read this. I think that's kilo, so 45 baht for a kilo. Look la get lola crap. Lola 40 baht. Okay, that's 45 baht for 1 kilo. Mak muang, these are small mangoes. 25 for a kilo. These are large mangoes, which are the same price. And these are unripe mangoes. Kilo, okay, crap. Lola. And then some oranges. 60 baht a kilo. Yeah, chai cup. Khlong Ngae. Khlong Ngae. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, but they're already preparing lunch. So we've got some fried rice, various kinds of noodles, little noodles, flat noodles, Hat Yai that every foreigner knows. This is called sen mi, another type of noodle. Vegetables and boiled eggs. And this lady's doing some sweet stuff, Kong wan or kanom. เรียกว่าอะไรครับ
โตเกียวค่ะขนมโตเกียว
Okay, ขนมโตเกียว
ค่ะเจแปน
Just like Yun Yong, there's an amazing variety of goods being sold. So elastic straps for your motorbike, brushes, kitchen stuff, cotton buds, toothbrushes, stationery. And as I said before, the quality is a lot better here, and there seems to be a lot more newer goods, not just second hand. There was a big focus at Yun Yong on second hand. There's a lot of new stuff here as well. Here's the fish and seafood. All looks very fresh. Lots of different varieties of fish. My wife, most Thais actually know the names of all the types of fish, and they also know how to check to make sure they're fresh, looking in their eyes and things. I don't. Some fish heads, if you make a fish head soup or fish head curry. Shrimp. More fish. Squid. Plamuk. I tried to speak to this woman a few minutes ago and she was most unhelpful. Wouldn't speak to me, wouldn't answer any of my questions. Oh, big squid here. Crab. Everything. There's a huge variety of goods here. So here we have sunglasses, and although they say Ray-Ban, of course they aren't Ray-Ban. Plants over here. Watches. Clothes. Little pineapples. There's like some little Buddhist amulets and trinkets and things here. Stuff for your fish tank, including the fish. The fish residing in little bottles. Child's clothes. This all looks fairly new, not second hand. Over here, wooden spoons and mortar and pestles. Wallets and bags, hats, army fatigues. Oh, more glasses here. Reading glasses. Mobile phone cases. Garlic. Fried chicken. More fruit. Stray dog. Although in areas where there are a lot of Muslims, you don't tend to see many dogs. You normally see more cats and occasionally goats. Like cosmetics here. This is actually more like Yun Yong market in Hat Yai rather than Yun Yong, the stuff that's being sold here. No water, can I crap? This Muslim woman is selling meat, but obviously it can't be pork, so it's actually beef. Here's another Muslim vendor selling chicken. I don't know what makes the chicken go this yellow colour. The chicken's innards as well. Obviously they can eat all sorts of meat apart from pork. Got some sandwiches or burgers, sushi. There's also an indoor area in the market, which I think sells pretty much the same stuff, but it's just a bit more convenient if it's raining. These guys were probably up very early getting prepared for the market. Now they're having a nap. And I haven't seen any other Westerners here today, so I think I'm the only Farang here. And it's quite nice in a way, because you go to places like Phuket and Hat Yai, and every other person's a Farang, and you just get ignored by the locals. But in places like this, you're still a bit of a sort of celebrity. Sawadee krap. And they do pay attention, and people are really friendly. It's nice. We're now outside the market area, but the shops outside kind of form part of the market. Sawadee krap. Soup.
ถ่ายได้ถ่ายเลย
กระเพาะปลา
กระเพาะปลา
Okay.
Thailand.
She's selling some soup made of fish stomach. Yeah, so you got the market area, and then it's got this sort of outside area, which is like an extension of the market area. It really is big. Here's another vendor selling the special grilled pork from Farang, and it's a piggy's head. You can see there's not much left of this one. He's almost sold all of his pork. KD make up? I got here quite early this morning, around 7, and it was pretty quiet. It's now 8:30, and it's really starting to liven up. There's a lot of people here. So while I'm walking around, I'll just explain what's been happening to me recently. And unfortunately, I can't spend all my time making YouTube videos. I have a busy life, married with 2 kids at school, and I just do these things, when I have time. And there were no videos last week, and last week was quite difficult. My wife hasn't been feeling well for a couple of weeks, and it got to the point on Tuesday where she said she couldn't go to work, she had to stay at home. So she's at home. And then we got a call from my daughter's school saying that she's been tested at school and she's also got a cold. No symptoms, but she's got a cold, which they call something else these days. So she's got to come home for 10 days. And because my son and daughter spend so much time together, there was a chance that he might also have a cold, so we pulled him out of school as well. So last week, instead of being on my own and sort of free to do some things during the day, I've got all the family at home and I've got to take care of them, so I couldn't do anything. I'm only doing this today because it's a Saturday, and the weekend gives me an opportunity to go and do things for a few hours. It's all very different to when I was young. When I was young, if someone had a cold, they just got on with life. It wasn't very pleasant, but you just got through it. And if you did have time off, you got accused of shirking and got quite a hard time. And with certain things like chicken pox, it was a good thing to sort of to get chickenpox and then to get immunity. So parents would actually arrange chickenpox parties. So one kid had chickenpox, and the idea was to get all the other kids infected. So they all got chickenpox. They would have a rough time for a little while, but they would get immunity, and then that would give them immunity against shingles, which can be quite nasty in later life. But that way of thinking is completely changed. Now we try to protect ourselves all the time from viruses, you know, masks, staying indoors, social distances, isolating ourselves, so our immune systems never get exposed to anything, and we never build up any immunity, which I think is wrong. I think the old way is much better, but that's not what we're being told these days. Here are some cactus plants being sold with clothes. I think I'm going to head home fairly soon. I hope you've enjoyed looking around Khlong Ngae market. I'll leave a Google Maps link below so you know how to find it. And with these things in Thailand, I think it depends very much where you come from. If you come from Europe or North America, there's not going to be anything like this. There's going to be a novelty value, and it's going to be, you know, a lot of fun. If you come from Malaysia, as do most of the viewers on this channel, there are going to be similar things in Malaysia, and it won't have the same novelty value. But it's still quite a good place to come and have a look around, and you might find a clothing bargain, and you can get some food. So it's still a place that's worth visiting. Sorry for the lack of content last week. I've explained why, and I hope you understand. I'm not sure what the situation will be next week. My wife and daughter will still be at home. My son, I think, is going back to school. So I'll try and put out some more videos as soon as I can. But thanks for watching. Hopefully more videos soon. And if you have any comments, questions or feedback about this one, please leave them below.